Tonight, it's Madden NFL football. It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Just a minute ago, it was Jameis Winston leading his Buccaneers out of the tunnel. They're on their feet here in Tampa as the Bucs get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. Things haven't gone exactly according to plan to this point, but boy, you and I down there with them before the game, they were fired up.
And they understand how important this game is. Win this one, they can start to think about a turnaround.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. And both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
Here are the Steelers making their way out, and with their longtime starter, Ben Roethlisberger, leading the way.
We talk so often about his physical attributes. Of course, the Big Ben nickname, his ability to take hits in the pocket, his ability to extend plays and get outside of the pocket. But how about this for efficiency? Top 10 in career NFL passer rating. He's one of the top 5 winningest quarterbacks in NFL history. That's pretty darn good.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Roethlisberger going to get this one to Connor. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch, just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Logan Ryan. So the Bucs now in great shape to begin their initial possession. They'll be led out by their 6'4" quarterback, the former #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
What you like about him? Guy loves football. Flat out loves it. Has toughness. Wants to hang in there and play through just about everything. And walks that line between creativity and being able to take care of the football, taking those chances and not. When he figures out exactly where that line is, on every snap, look out, folks. Jameis Winston will really ascend as a quarterback.
Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this,
he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Hitting Juju on the slam. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
On the tackle. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and
on 2nd down. It's Connor. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
5-yard line.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
At the 29-yard line.
And that is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
6 yards to go.
And Jeffrey's got it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now, first catch for Jeffrey. Good enough for a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Winston now finding Godwin complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Stephon Tuitt on the stop.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
With the score, Steelers 3, Buccaneers 0.
First throw now for the backup Brady. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. From the gun, it's Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Flushed out right. This is caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs have taken the lead. So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get them about 5 yards.
The Steeler ball carrier.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
On the handoff, it's Snell.
Benny Snell, the ball carrier. The tackle made by Bobby Okereke. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up.
Trying to run for it with Snell. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
A 5-yard gain.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Mason.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. A loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Now this one complete on the slant route. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Here's Snell on third down. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it like... forces a punt situation on 4th. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Back now comes Tampa Bay. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
You're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. The first down throw for Winston. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. That is incomplete. That close on 3rd down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, they do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Escaping the pressure right. Connects with some right side. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 25 yards that time.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he was able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards the pickup there.
Brings up
2nd down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line. And it's caught. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Again, it's Winston. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Out of the gun, Rudolph. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Chase Claypool, the intended target. And it's 3rd and short. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And Boswell's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, But how about the other side, learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a 1st down throw. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Complete.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route and Winston lost the football. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the 3rd quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the red zone now, Winston. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
Buccaneers.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Winston keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone.
The Steelers.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
26-yard line.
Here's Snell yet again. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit, because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Here comes a first down throw for Rudolph. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 37.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, here's Rudolph. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet, or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
They're on 24-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
The ball carrier.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end.
Winston's pass. Complete to Greg Olsen.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off in the 40. And this will be brought back to the 22.
Intercepted by the Steelers.
So how about that for a momentum switch?
At the
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Bucs' 21-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Rudolph. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Rudolph's pass.
The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now a give here to Snell. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Zach Gentry there to make the grab. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
It's now 2nd.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Jameis to throw it. He sets up the screen to Jones. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And he finds a man, it's Olsen. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Winston now from the 50. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The end result, 21 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
29-yard line.
He's back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. That's complete right around the 8. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones in the final minute, and the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all to score as the kick's away.
1st and 10 at their own 20. 25-yard line.
Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Able to hit his target, Claypool. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Rudolph. And this is going to be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Winston's pass.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. This will be caught at about the 5. Winston only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Jones. 3rd and goal, option right. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
A gain of 3 yards brings up 4th and goal.
And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Buccaneers 29, Steelers 21. Bradley Pinion the kickoff for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Taken in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you got to worry on defense at first. No one getting behind the defense and making an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Now Rudolph. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now it's Rudolph. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Down and 10 yards.
One last throw here for Rudolph. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Steelers.
Going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.